people said, I paid my $5 for Venmo. I want to see Papa. I want to see the city. So here I am. Here you go.
Well, you do. Do you want me to play the video first or get
Sure.
into?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure,
I'll
go
play
ahead.
the video first of George on his Twitter. Follow. I just had the Venmo up on the screen, so make sure.
I saw that. Thank you.
Make sure
that
you
does keep it going. Yes, thank you.
Yep, it's venmo.com/GO Webb, and I did share that in the chat, so you guys don't have any excuses out there on why you didn't donate to George's Venmo in his current journalistic trip he's taking into Europe. So here we go. Follow him at RealGeorgeWebb1 on Twitter. Also, this video is titled, "If Poland say no to flying javelins and stingers to Kiev, the next most likely airlift capability is Papa Air Force Base here near Budapest. And if Putin hits a C-17 on the tarmac, it could be World War III."
To be in the NATO staging areas, as Wesley Clark likes to call them, the areas just over the border, like Krakow or Budapest here in Hungary, where there would be a formation of support if NATO was going to launch an offensive. I covered this about Azov army leaving, when their main store of ammunition, especially the heavier weapons, the javelins, the stingers, when that got captured in Balak, B-A-L-A-K, Balaklia, that meant they all left. And they all went to Krakow, is where the families, I believe, of a lot of the Azov, they're all over, but mainly the concentration. And they're actually going in and out, doing missions, going in and out, and then spending most of their time in Krakow, believe it or not. So why the shift now to down here to south, to Hungary? Why the shift to Budapest? And I think the reason's rather simple, is the new war is shifting now from more of a ground USPS type war on the ground. Remember, I was in Lviv, or near the border of Lviv, when they got hit with the missiles. Now it's moving to a FedEx war. This is going to be an air war. We actually fly the missiles straight into Kiev. You put a no-fly zone in Kiev, and then you send small missions out as a FedEx war. One problem, this morning, I stood here yesterday saying this would cause World War III because it's going to bring NATO in directly into the supply, and that's what Putin said just a few hours ago, that brings NATO directly in conflict here, and they could hit a C-17 on the tarmac. Now, where would the C-17s come from? Where would the strategic airlift capability come from? Well, if Poland says no, which I believe they have, I have good reason to believe they have to come here to the west at a base called Papa. Papa is the base to the west for the NATO and the Strategic Air Command. Look for Papa in the coming days to be sending C-17s to Kiev.
All right, George Webb, there's your video. I do have a little map of the Air Force Base. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it here. You'll have to let